What if you decided to take a dip in one of the most dangerous lakes on Earth? I'm talking about Lake Natron in Tanzania. From a distance, it looks almost otherworldly, with its eerie red waters and flocks of flamingos lining the shore. But don't let its strange beauty fool you. Jumping into this lake would be one of the worst decisions you could ever make. So, let's set the scene. You're standing at the edge of Lake Natron. The air is hot, and there's a strong smell of sulfur, like rotten eggs. You decide to ignore the warning signs and take a running leap into the water. The first thing you'd notice isn't the temperature, which can reach a blistering 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. No, the first thing you'd feel is a painful, burning sensation all over your skin. Why? Because Lake Natron is what's known as a soda lake. It's incredibly alkaline, with a pH level as high as 10.5. To put that in perspective, that's almost as alkaline as household bleach. This extreme alkalinity comes from the sodium carbonate and other minerals that flow into the lake from the surrounding hills. When your skin makes contact with this water, it would immediately start to suffer chemical burns. It would feel like you've jumped into a vat of acid, even though it's technically the opposite. If you accidentally swallowed any of this water, the consequences would be dire. The high alkalinity would severely burn your throat and stomach lining, causing intense pain and internal damage. And let's not forget your eyes. If you opened them underwater, the caustic water would cause immediate and potentially permanent blindness. The pain would be excruciating. Now, let's say you managed to scramble out of the water, screaming in agony. You're not out of the woods yet. The real horror of Lake Natron is what happens to things that die in it. The lake gets its name from natron, a natural compound that ancient Egyptians used for mummification. This compound, a mix of sodium carbonate and baking soda, essentially preserves, or rather, calcifies any animal that dies in the lake. So, as the water on your skin evaporates, it would leave behind a crust of these minerals. Your skin would become hard and stiff. If you are unlucky enough to not make it out of the lake, your body would undergo this same process. You wouldn't decompose in the usual way. Instead, you'd slowly turn into a stone-like statue, perfectly preserved in a terrifying pose. Photographers have captured haunting images of birds and bats that have met this fate, appearing like calcified gargoyles. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? A lake that turns living things to stone. So how on earth do those flamingos survive there? It's fascinating. They've adapted in incredible ways. Their tough, scaly legs protect them from the burns, and they have special glands that filter out the salt. They even build their nests on small islands of salt crust to protect their chicks. The lake's harsh conditions keep predators away, making it a perfect, safe breeding ground for them. Lake Natron is a stunning example of how life can adapt to even the most extreme environments. But for humans, it's a definite no-go zone. It's a place of breathtaking, deadly beauty that's best admired from a very, very safe distance. So, the next time you see a picture of this crimson lake, remember the terrifying science behind its beauty. Let's just say, this is one swimming spot you'll want to permanently cross off your bucket list. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I did, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders and dangers of our planet. See you next time.